The booster stage of this vehicle is powered by LOX and kerosene, puts out about 1 million pounds of thrust at liftoff. That booster stage will burn for approximately 4 minutes, and as we deplete the propellants, we will shut down the engines and jettison that stage from Centaur. The Centaur upper stage will then begin the first of 2 engine burns. First one lasts about 10 minutes. We jettison the fairing shortly into that burn, as you saw there, and then we'll enter a parking orbit coast. Once the vehicle coasts to the other side of the Earth and is in position for the second engine burn, we'll light the engines again, and that second engine burn will last about 5 minutes. You'll see the pre-start sequence here. That's where we flow the cold propellants to condition the engines and then light the engines. After that second 5-minute engine burn, we are on our way to the moon. We've put the LRO payload onto its required lunar trajectory. We'll turn to the proper orientation and we'll actually separate the LRO mission at that point. Now, up until then, that's a pretty traditional Atlas Centaur mission. Now, for L-Cross, we'll begin a new series of maneuvers that are a little different than what we normally do. The orbit that L-Cross needs is different from LRO, but it's not different enough that you can do a traditional engine burn to get there. You would overshoot the orbit, but it's too much of a change for our control system to handle. So what we will do is a guided blowdown. That's essentially where we blow cold propellants through the engine without lighting them, get a few hundred pounds of thrust. After we do that, we'll put the vehicle into the flat spin that you see here, continue to deplete the propellants. The idea is to minimize the residuals on board the vehicle, residual propellants, so that we don't contaminate the plume when we impact. Once we've done that, we will deplete our hydrazine system by burning the opposing thrusters. Again, we're trying to minimize the residuals on board as much as we can. And approximately 4 hours after launch, we will send a signal to the L-Cross spacecraft letting them know that they are now in control of the mission, and the expended Centaur becomes L-Cross's payload. Again, that'll happen about 4 hours after launch. We'll continue to get telemetry back from Centaur after that,